Introducing Brillo the Big Review Mafia Edition. BMF Episode 3 Quick Review. Like and subscribe. Brillo the Big Review.
Grab your pillow,
Yeah.
chill with your boy Brillo. I'm back with another video. You come across it, like and subscribe, show your boy some love. You know, if you a hater, please be quiet. You don't serve a purpose. You just pouring gas on a flame, and I'm that flame. With that being said, let's get started with today's video. Today I'm doing a quick review. BMF episode 3 episode was fire as usual. Let's get straight into it. Episode start off with young Terry whipping up a burger. He probably done whipped up at least a half a pound of ground beef for his burger. Meech come in like, man, what are we supposed to eat? You only making one burger. Starts pressing Terry. Of course, Terry not having it. Fired on Meech. They get the scrapping. They broke Mama's China. Of course, they didn't snitch on each other, so they both got a whooping. And that was the whole point of the scene, to show that they were always locked in, never gonna tell on each other. Next, we see Pat. Pat is pressing Meech, pulled him over, blocked him in the street, made him get out, made him come to his car, and Pat got the seats covered in plastic like he Dexter. He is pressing me, say, young boy, I need my money and I need it now. Put Meech on the clock, gave him 6 days to get his money to him, and taxed him an extra 10% on the load. Pat not playing with him. Get his money. He don't care nothing about Terry, none of that. Get my money. Pressed him, and Meech is going through a lot. He's having visions of the leader at 12th Street that he's just seen get killed. B Mickey, he's having B Mickey killed this the leader at 12th Street. He's having visions of that. While Pat is talking to him, and Pat got to tap him like, hey, are you listening? You on the clock. It's like, get me my money and get it to me ASAP. And I'm taxing you an extra 10%. Next, we finally see the pastor that Snoop Dogg is playing. He came to a little breakfast to welcome Terry home. And Meech's mom is a little too happy to see this pastor. I peeped that. Meech's dad did as well. There's a little awkward tension going on. But they just introduced Snoop's character. Seemed like he gonna be funny. Meech come in. He definitely messed with Meech. So his dad had to come press him, say, give me the keys. You can knock like everybody else because you don't live here. So, of course, Meech walk out the house, go to the car, get to blowing a little joint. So Terry come out to the car. And Meech's cop, his coach, come, pull the boys out the car. And Meech's like, what's going on? He like, where's J-Mo? So Meech, of course, lied to him or whatever, say he don't know what happened to him. But when they get back to the car, he tell Terry, like, yeah, B Mickey did that. So Terry like, y'all been lying to me, disrespecting me. Terry is feeling disrespected. He done got shot. Meech is lying to him, not telling him stuff. So he like, look, it's 50-50. So they come to that agreement that, look, they end this together, and Meech is going to start telling him everything. They're going to start cutting profits down 50-50. He tell Terry about the Pat pressing. So Terry got the plan about the plant workers. So foreshadowing, they're going to put something into play later in the episode that's magnifique. They're going to put a play together. So next we see Lamar, and Lamar don't look dusty no more, y'all. He don't look dusty at all. He a little icy, got a couple chains on, got a ring and a watch on. And he's basically giving orders to 12th Street. They said, yeah, we're going to do this until Famil get out the hospital. So that let us know that Famil is not dead. And Lamar going to pay him a little trip later on in the episode. But yeah, Lamar is running things on 12th Street now. Just like he planned. So we see he's a mastermind. And he tells the 12th Street boys, no, we're not going to hit the 50 boys yet. We're going to wait till we know everything they got, and we're going to take it from them. So that's letting you know that he is definitely a thinker. Another scene, we see Meech and Terry at the strip club. And Terry like, why are we at the strip club? You here just giving money away. And Meech like, it take money to make money. So he got the girl in the strip club telling him, what people come in that want work, people that work at the factory that smoke that rock. So funny thing is, Pat just happened to be in there. He coming back in, pressing them again, thinking they not handling business, and he took like a couple days off. So Pat is really pressing. So now they got even less time. They got even less time to get stuff done. Okay, and also flip to Lamar. Lamar's playing Monopoly with his daughter, having fun, looking icy. He got Cash Doll in there. He telling her what she want to hear, holding her, pulling her close. Like Lamar is back home and he's back running 12th Street, basically taking over. So Meech go down to the plant to peep the scene, and he sees a food truck, and his wheels get to turning. So he goes see the dude, like, basically, why your food truck not on there? He didn't want to pay the little $500. So of course Meek threw a bag in his lap, said basically, and they came to an agreement. We're gonna pump rocks off this truck. And when I tell you, within a couple of days, that truck got the pumping. That truck got the pumping in a couple of days. I mean, there was what they call it, a rock burger or something like that. Something simple. So they got the twerking on the truck. Truck doing numbers. So they about to make their number. And before that, even Pat Boy told him, like, man, they ain't gonna never be done paying you or whatever. And Pat like, yeah, they keep them close to me. So Pat don't even want to see these boys win. He want to keep them under his thumb. We'll show you, like I said in my other review, Pat not a real plug. They're gonna have to get him out the way to get to the real plug. Also, we get to they gave us a little Detroit history lesson. Talked about Mayor Coleman Young and how he wouldn't let the state police come in the city, so they formed a group who just happened to be, and this is all real stuff, doing the area E-Course, River Rules. They did doing all the surrounding areas of Detroit. They formed a task force, and the Flannery boys on their radar. So the cop, he warns Meech. I don't really think they understand the magnitude of it, but they warn Meech that he warned Meech that the cops on the radar, which was definitely a good look. Then Lamar had to pay a visit to Famil in the hospital. Now, I thought he was going to kill him, but Lamar ain't even kill him. He kind of just threatened him and roughed him up a little bit on the hospital bed. Which is, I thought Lamar was going to take him out, honestly. So, of course, Meech Pop still pressing about the car or whatever. So, Meech girl, she stepped up to the plate. She lied to the cops. And lied to Meech's dad. She lied to the cops when the cops came to talk to Terry. And Coach Partner was pressing Terry about the car he got shot up in. And Terry girl just said, hey, that was my uncle's car. He stay in Pontiac. He bought it for us. So Meech Pops get the pressing. And Terry girl is on point. She on point. She don't let nothing slip. So Meech gotta get this work out the way. So Meech put a battery in his crew back. Did he threaten him? Did he say y'all better get out here and sell? Did he threaten everybody? No. He took a rollie off his wrist and put it up and said, if you sell the most in the next 48 hours, you can have this rollie. So dude's trying to get that rollie. He took it right off his wrist. Gave him the motivation that they needed. Also, I found it interesting that back in the 80s, Meech told him no. We're not selling to no white people. And it wasn't even about race. It was about being smart. You see Detroit was 90% black. You see a white person, they either cops or they going to bring the cops. So it was actually just smart. So Kato ends up talking to Lamar in the bathroom. She like a double agent almost, which family broke my heart. They're making it like I thought she was gonna be thorough, but it's kind of seemed like she working with Lamar. They got a little relationship. I'm sure we're gonna get more of the backstory, but Lamar was pressing her like, I need all the information. She tried to give him a little information, like, it's something going on with B Mickey and Meech. She also mentioned that to B Mickey, and it kind of made me feel a little better because B Mickey was like, no matter what that go on with me and Meech, like, that's still my dude. But I thought, like, last episode, you kind of upped the strap a little bit on him. Like, I done had fights with friends before, fist fights, but I never pulled a strap on my homeboy. Like, that's something that you don't do. But I digress. I still don't trust B Mickey. So, the craziest part of the whole video though, Meech, they bossed up, they got all the bread back to Big Unc, to Pat, before the shot clock went out, and they had money left to pop. So they won. When I tell you they was
Pressing with the food truck, had it going, line across the
pressing
corner.
at the with the food truck. They definitely won. So Meech go to pay Pat. My man say Pat in the back with some girls. He go back there. Pat hides a kite. Pat off that snort. Craziness. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You can see the disappointment in Meech's face. You can see the disappointment in his face. Like, the OG is smoking this stuff. Like, this is ridiculous. It almost broke my heart too, because that's what happens. You can see the respect just leaving his face, and Pat just look at the money like, oh, you want to have a drink? And Meech just looking like. So he go to Terry's little bowling party afterward, and Terry pressing like, yeah, what happened? Tell me what happened. And he like, we'll talk about that later. And Terry like, nah. He on T like, Meech, I'm ruling with an iron fist. Like, so then they see Meech looking around the bowling alley, and he's seeing 12th Street dudes in there, all 12th Street in there. And everything is just coming together. And Terry like, ain't that such and such from South Street? And he looking at Lamar like, oh, I guess we know who runs 12th Street. Like, that's the dude that probably shot me. So everything is coming together. Of course, Meech stop them, so they know it's up there. The beef is coming. They basically say, they basically talk trash to each other from across the ways. And that was that. Last scene, Meech going to Cash Doll crib. I know this is not her name or whatever character's name. I just can't think of it right now. But anyway, he goes to Cash Doll crib, knocking on the door, trying to let her know about what's going on with Lamar. But Lamar is there. And basically tell Meech like, whatever, you already lost. They get in a little argument. Meech pulled a gun out. Old girl cuss him out, kick him, tell him get out of here. Turn around and he like, basically he knows what it is. And that's how the episode ends. If I missed something, I think I did a good job. If I missed something, I'm going to double back. Like I said, I was live from an undisclosed location this week. I'm not even in this city. I'm ducked off somewhere out the way. But I don't even do much. I'm for sure gonna turn up. Holla at your boy. Be on the lookout for music reviews, everything power, everything BMF. Go ahead and lock in. Like and subscribe. Rock with the real. You know the deal. Ooh, those bars. Holla at your boy. Brillo.